Okay, well, I'm very happy to have with me Steve Calkins, who is the founder of Hungry Heroes Hawaii. So, Steve, tell me how Hungry Heroes Hawaii came into existence.
Um, it was actually my buddy's idea. I think it was the second day of COVID lockdowns. We realized that there was a need to help the people that didn't have shelters when we were in shelter in place, and they were kind of the ones that fell through the crack. Um, so we just ended up cooking 15 meals, thinking nothing of it. And my friend put it on a Maui bulletin board here, and the next day we had a bunch of donations coming in, a bunch more people wanting to help. And then by the end of the first week, it was 100 meals. And second week, it was a couple hundred meals in a commercial kitchen. And it just kept on expanding from there. And then up until now, we've done just over 200,000 meals.
Wow. So, how did you react when the wildfires happened in Lahaina? What did you do? What did your organization do in reaction to that?
Yeah, at first we just figured we'd just expand our operation at the kitchen that we currently cook out of regularly. And that was a huge response. And then there was restriction going to the other side of the island, so a lot of meals were being turned around at the checkpoints, and a lot
Really? You made meals and then they weren't allowed to be given to the people
the,
that needed them?
the first day. But HHH started on the west side where the fires started and where the fires were, and so a lot of our connections and a lot of our contact points are over there. So we already have that web already kind of in place. So by the end of the first day, I made some calls and we went through the proper channels and got clearance to get our supplies and stuff over there. But I'm realizing that other organizations are getting thousands of meals turned around at the checkpoint. So
So these meals are being made and they aren't actually going to the people that need them. They're just being thrown away.
unfortunately, yes, I've seen and heard a lot of that. So that's when the idea came, is like, let's start activating restaurants on the west side and just getting them produce and things to cook with. And then we started opening up restaurants that already were donating or have donated to us in the past. So we have that personal relationship with them, and we came up with agreements that we would provide everything that they would normally cook with and that they would normally order in their weekly order sheets. And they were just going to continue operations, but we just took the money out of the equation. So we provide the food for them. They provide the labor of love by cooking it and giving it to the community for free.
So people got free meals from various restaurants and
Yep.
all kinds of different things like Mexican food and pizza and all of that.
Yep.
Terrific.
That's still happening. I mean, you can still go to the west side and there's 4 restaurants that are giving away free meals. And then we activated a kitchen. We teamed up with a farm up there that has a commercial kitchen, and now they're cooking about 1,000 meals a day for us. And then we have distribution routes to go into the neighborhoods and into the areas that we were servicing before the fires, and getting to as many people that are falling through the cracks or that are without power or water still.
There are a lot of people up there then who are still without those utilities working then.
Yeah, especially closer to the impact zone. The neighborhoods surrounding Lahaina that didn't get impacted, that didn't burn, they're still without power, they're still without clean water. So yeah, to get to them every day is utmost importance.
So what's the difference between what Hungry Heroes Hawaii, HHH, is doing versus, say, FEMA and the Red Cross?
Oh man. Putting long-term sustainable roots in, thinking 5 years ahead. And I think the community knows that over there. They know that they will, I mean, all the power to them, and there's no judgment around these organizations, but they're going to be gone. They're going to go into the next disaster, and Hawaii will be a fleeting moment for them. So the community over there really wants to establish long-term connections, knowing that this is going to be a marathon, not a sprint, and we want to be here for years.
Right, a marathon and not a sprint. So you're expanding beyond just producing meals, though, right?
Yeah, so we do a lot of supply runs. I mean, we have a few army trucks that we've been kind of blessed to acquire years ago, and now they're finally being able to be utilized. And so we're bringing hundreds of gallons of diesel and propane and cooking gas and water. And so every day we run something different up there with the supplies, like building supplies, infrastructure supplies. There's already been a school being built up in the Peely, so trying to support with that as much as we can. And yeah.
Right, because the school was destroyed. Kamehameha 3 primary school, right, was destroyed in the fire, and others were damaged.
Yeah, from what I understand, there was like 4 or 5 that are no longer going to be used. So yeah, to get the infrastructure put in place so we can build just even pop-up schools for the time being, just to have a temporary solution is really important.
So how can people help if they want to help your organization? What can they do?
Yeah, simply go to hhhmaui.org. And there's a volunteer sign-up sheet. There's many ways to plug in if you're here. And if not, there is a donate page where you can either donate to us directly or send us a check. Everything is accessible through the website.
Is that tax deductible? Are you a nonprofit?
Yes, we are affiliated with a nonprofit.
Great. So have you been getting much sleep lately? Because you've been working so hard producing meals for all the people that have been displaced by the fire, all the fire victims.
I'd be lying if I said I've slept, but yeah, that time will come. The importance now is to establish that web and establish that infrastructure, so then it can be self-sustaining going forward.
Well, Steve, thank you so much for talking to me, and thank you so much even more for what you're doing for the people of Hawaii. I think everybody's very, very grateful, and you have a fantastic team of volunteers. And so for people who are not on Maui, the best way to help is to donate. And could you give us that website again?
hhhmaui.org.
Thank you.
Aloha.